The next important command in my opinion which comes under top 10 is find command. The find command is like search command in Windows. Find command is like search command in Windows. Now what does a search do? If you give any specific pattern, it gives the files that are matching that specific criteria. Find is the most powerful command in Unix in my opinion. With the find command, you need to specify various inputs. Where you want me to search, the path name. What type of a file you want me to search for? Like you want me to search for directory, you want me to search for a data file, or you want me to search for a link. Once I find the files, what do you want me to do? Let's say you want me to find out all .c files. Here is your like 100 .c files. Now what do you want me to do? You want me to get into each file and find for a specific pattern, like a grep? That thing you can give it with -exec. Do you want me to find files with minus name? That means with a name that are matching like .c, right? Do you want me to do multiple operations? Find by name, find by file type. Various options we can give it, and here are examples of it. Example 1. Find, go to the root directory. From here, by name, search for all .c files. Show me on the screen all the .c files. For example, I am here in this temp directory. Find from temp by name star.c. Give me all the .c files. So it says that various permission denied, but there are no files output here. I'll tell you how to redirect this output and error to some other stuff in input output redirection class. Time being, this is the stuff. Redirect to means to greater means redirect all error to device null means just write it somewhere. Just don't write it anywhere. Null device means nothing. So I'll only see files that are matching a specific criteria. Now what can I do after this is, there are various commands. Xorg is a command. It works on the given files. When I say grep -i anand, on the given output, it's not working on these file names. Now here xorg is a command that goes inside each and every file, basically cat of this file, and searches for this word called anand, and it says that these are all the two file names where it matched. That powerful. It's like combining find and grep together. It's like combining search functionality in Windows, then combining control F functionality. Here I'm not only finding .sh files, but also I'm going inside each and every output, every file, and searching for the word anand. Like this, what other options I can do with find command is, I can find for it, I can say xorg ls-l. Whatever the output you are getting, display me the listing of the files. There is one equivalent for xorgs. Before actually xorgs came, there is a syntax like -execute. This is more of a C syntax. If you are comfortable with C, you can use it. It doesn't matter whether I use pipe symbol XORs or hyphen execute. Okay, this is little complicated syntax which I don't like. So whether I use XORs ls-l or whether I use hyphen execute ls-l, this kind of a syntax in C, put everything in curly braces and at the end put a semicolon. Both does the same thing, but I prefer XORs because this is an easiest one to use.
What is XORs, Ravi?
XORs is a command. Okay.
And it takes command as input.
Yeah, it takes the previous output. When I do this simple command, what I'm getting here? Some data, right?
Yeah.
You know it just by looking at it's a file. That's why when I pass this to XORs, what XORs does is, whatever the input it takes, it goes line by line. And it considers this as a file. And in each file, search for Anand. See what grep does. See, here is the thing. When I say find, when I say grep for just Anand, what it does? When I say just pipe symbol grep Anand, it tries to search for Anand word in these file names. But what if I want to search inside the file, not file names? There is a difference. Searching on the file names. So if I say here grep add, this matches because add is matching here. But I don't want to match here with a file name. I want to go inside the file name and see if the word exists. There is a difference. Matching on the file names and going inside the file name and seeing the data. Did I make myself clear, Hema?
Yeah, Ravi. And what about the two greater than dev null? If I don't use, will it make any difference?
This is how you get the output. If I don't use to greater than device null. You see, I'll cover more on this in a standard input output redirection class. Now by default what happens is the input for us is keyboard, right? You give input through keyboard, right? Keyboard.
Yeah.
Now the default output terminal is screen. Whenever I say ls, I'm giving input through keyboard, and when I press enter, output is coming here, coming on the screen. That means the input is keypad, output is screen. If there is any error, even the default writing place is screen only. Even for error, the default writing place is screen only. So that's why when I say find dot hyphen name star dot sh, sits for any file that is ending with dot sh. It is writing the output on the screen as well as it is writing errors on the screen. There are three communication devices here: input, output, error. What is my input? Keypad. Default input. Default output is on screen. Default error also come on screen. You got my point?
Yeah, Ravi.
Now since both output and error are coming on the screen, that's why you are getting a mix-up information here like this. These are errors. These are errors. These are errors. But How Unix represents them is with numbers. 0 is for input, 1 is for output, 2 is for error. Now before I explain you this, when I say ls, I am getting the output like this. When I say and if I redirect this output, when I say temp ls.out, it does not write anything on the screen because it redirected this output to this file. You see my point here, Anand?
Yeah.
When I say ls, it is coming on the screen. When I say ls greater symbol, I don't have to specify one here. By default, it's assumed it as I'm redirecting the output. But whereas if I want to redirect the error, I have to explicitly say two greater symbol. That's what I did here. Now let me do this one more time. When I say find dot by name, find in a current working directory by name star dot sh, redirect all good information to find dot out, all error to find dot error. When I say cat find dot out, when I say cat find dot error, I am selecting good from bad here, as simple as that. I am putting all good here and I am putting all bad here. Now that's what I played on here. I am saying that redirect all the error to divide null means don't write it anywhere. Don't paste space in writing these error information anywhere. But don't display it on the screen. What I am saying here is once I get this output, if I say grep Anand, what it does here is it searches for Anant word on b.sh name. A name is not matching. It's not matching. But I don't want to search on a name. I want to go inside the file and search on the content. That's where I have to use xargs. Xargs is a command which treats the input given to this command as a file name, and it goes inside the file names and it searches for whatever the command we pass here. It runs that command. You can achieve the same thing using -exec. A C kind of a syntax. But I'm not fancying this syntax because I have some simplest option available. I have some simplest option available here, that is xargs. You need to understand this difference. Xargs does not work on the file names, it works on the file content. Did I answer your query, Hema?
Yes, sir.
It's not only that one file name you can give multiple file names with -o option. Find by name star.c -o by name star.java. I want both .c and .java files. Okay. Similarly, here is the other usage of find. Not only by name, I want file by time. Find all files modified exact 1 day. Find all files modified less than 1 day. Find all files modified greater than 1 day. This is a very useful command. Sometimes what happens is we work on a project and we'll forget where we kept our files. But we know that the files exist under XYZ file system. So that's where you can run this command saying that show me the files that's been modified in the past 7 days. We simply say find dot my hyphen my m time -7. Searching files by time. Similarly, you can search files by permissions. Show me all the files which have 777 permission. Show me the files with size more than 1000 bytes. Show me all the files which are of type F, file, I don't want directory, with modified time in less than 7 days. You can combine multiple options. You see what I'm saying? There are various flags you can give with find command. Not only by name, you can search by modified time, you can search by permission, you can search by size, you can search by type. Okay. So here is a command we have already seen. Disk usage and sort numerically. If I say tail, it will show me the last 10 lines. It goes to each and every subdirectory and searches for all the files, and it will display only top 10 lines. Top 10 files which are occupying the most space. You see, I'm getting so much of stuff error on the screen. Okay. That's when I can use this error redirection. It might take a while. It goes to each and every subdirectory and searches for all the files and then does a sort. If you want a faster result, go to temp directory and run it. So I can quickly see that these are the top 10 files with respect to the space consumption on temp directory. If someone is complaining me that temp is like 99% full and you have to remove a file or some data, I quickly come there and run this command so that it will tells me the top 10 files. So I can simply say here that remove -i test file. Yes, I want to remove test file. It says that operation not permitted because maybe I don't have permissions on it. Yes, I don't have permissions on it because it was created by root, but I am a db2inst1 user. Only root can remove them. Then I'll inform the root user that throw away this file out of the system. Remove this file. Ravi is a directory. I can say rm-rf Ravi. It's gone. It's no longer exist. So now Ravi is not coming here. Well, I mean, this does not fit under find, but the point I wanted to put it here is we are working on the space. Right? This is one example of space.